welcome everyone. It's Glacier Guy, Rock Glacier as always. We're finally back. It's what, April 2020. It's been a while since I've done a Commander deck tech video. We're doing one on Ishkanah Grafwidow, and let me pull it up. So we got that lovely HD art in the background. We got a preview window, trying to get a little more high tech than we've done our deck techs in the past. And yeah, so let's get into it. What is the theme of the deck? Well, the theme of the deck is a bit of Spider Tribal, a bit of Delirium, a bit of Tokenish kind of going on. Basically, just want to try to get some spiders down and just go from there. So I had a couple games I was playing before. Midgo was kind of crashing on me a little bit back and forth. And I had recorded a deck tech, but throughout the game, I realized there was a couple things that the deck was kind of missing, and I wanted to add into it and move a couple things around. So this is the fresh hot takes off the deck. Now, there are some cards that I would like to add to this deck, but they're way too expensive at the moment right now because they're still in Standard. So we might revisit this deck later on in the past. So let's kind of go into it. As far as we're talking about, we have Ishkanah Grafwidow. She is a legendary creature, Spider, Reach, Delirium, and then when she has Delirium and she ETBs, you get 3 1/2 green Spider creature tokens with a Reach. And then you can pay 7, and each opponent loses 1 life for each creature each spider you control. So we got a little spider travel action going on. We're trying to see how many we can go down. We have a total of 32 creatures in the deck. I believe they are all spiders or honorary spiders. A little spooky action. And we have about 31 other cards that aren't lands or spiders. All right, so but let's kind of now as far as lands are concerned, if you haven't watched any of my other previous deck techs before, feel free to go back and watch them. Most of my lands are just I have 36 lands in deck. Sometimes I might add more to take around, but I tend to just like average around 36 lands. And in this case, it's just pretty much mostly green sources with some green and black sources, a mix of things together, like Bayou, Blooming Marsh, Bajuka Bog, Cabal Coffers. I'm going a little fast here. Command Tower, and then a bunch of forest. I love this art. This is one of my favorite forest arts from one of the Innistrad. I don't know if that's straight Innistrad, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the Innistrad sets. That might actually be Innistrad itself. A little Gaia's Cradle action, because it's a creature tribal deck with green, why not? Overgrown Tomb. Path of Ancestors is a good tech to put in there. One thing I would recommend if you're making any sort of spider tribal deck or anything like that is to throw a Swamp Yard in there. It's pretty good. Pretty good for combat, a little regeneration. And of course we have Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, since I got Cabal's Coffers in there. But aside from the lands aren't super important. Really, a way to keep your deck cheaper is just put in normal basics or whatever duels you do happen to have. And on Midgo, you know, even a straight Bayou is not too expensive. So, all right, let's get into the actual cards. So we go to the 1-drops. I do CMC order, so starting from 1, working all the way up to the highest. We have Chain Web, Arakener. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I might butcher some of these. So Spider, Reach. When it enters the battlefield, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature with flying and opponent controls. You can escape it for 5 plus exiling 4 other cards. And it escapes with 3+1/+1 counters on it. So it's not too bad. All right, then we got Hidden Spider, which basically should go in, I think, almost every deck with green if you got a slot for it. Maybe not. Maybe that's a little too presumptuous. But it's basically it's an enchantment. When an opponent casts a creature spell with flying, it becomes a creature, and it just stays a creature. So it's pretty good. We got Soul Ring, because why not? I love this art. This is pretty sweet promo art from Kaladesh, I do believe. I think it was Kaladesh or Aether Ball. I think it was Kaladesh that had the Soul Ring in it. One of the inventions. All right, we got Assault Formation, because spiders got big butts for the most part, and we want to turn their combat around. Good to go. And we might use we probably won't use the Defender thing because we don't use the Defenders, but unless I want to give my opponents creatures that have Defender, that's a very edge case scenario. But yeah, and we can you can get a little butt pump going on there. All right, we got Deadly Recluse, a little 1/2 Reach, Death Touch, pretty spooky. Some Ramp and Growth, because we want to ramp it into our growth. Juvenile Gloom Widow. You know what? Thinking about the size of that rabbit there and the size of that spider, pretty scared actually. I wouldn't want to run into almost any one of these spiders in the real world. Yeah, but actually no. Would you rather face 1,000 tiny spiders or 1 huge spider? I think I would actually probably want to face 1 huge spider. Let's see. So we got Golgari Charm. Sorry if I mispronounced some words. All creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. A little enchantment removal and some regeneration removal. Mostly got this in there for the enchantment removal, but the incidental -1/-1 is pretty good. Grizzly Salvage. Grizzly Salvage is help us get that delirium as fast as we can. It's good to go. We got some Arcane Signet because it's new. It's kind of expensive on MTGO, but it's not too bad. Or MTGO traders. I was like $4.50 for a commander card. That's kind of expensive, but yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm gonna probably put it in most of my other decks moving forward. Threw a Golgari Signet here, so I encountered a mono black deck that made it so where all lands only produce black mana, and I realized that I had only one source in my deck that wasn't a land that produced a green, which was the Arcane Signet. So I was like, oh man. So I took 1 or 2 cards out and I put in Golgari Signet, and I think I put one other card in here to try to help us get that going. But let's see what we got. Next, moving on, we got Arcogenesis. Basically, it's a spider fog. People are like, attack, and it's like, spiders. And yeah, it's pretty spooky. I wouldn't want to come across this, and that's pretty much what those adventurers are running into. Then we got Arcanist Web. It's basically a pacifism that can recur because we have another creature later on that recurs it from the graveyard. But if they're 4 power or higher, they break out of it. So good for some small creatures to keep them not moving. Let's see. Moving on. Okay. No. There we go. Okay. Finally, I didn't want to do anything. So we got our Cultivate. Help us get some mana ramp. Frostweb Spider. It's pretty creepy. A little Cold Snap action. I just think that art is... It's both adorably spooky, but it's like cute because it's like older style art. But I don't know. It's creepy. Then we got Harrow to try to help us ramp out. Little head called Recluse. You know, it's weird because that spider has the weirdest, creepy little hand tentacle things. Little claws. Oh, it's creepy. Some more ramp. Kadama's Reach. Croson Grip. Croson Grip's, saved my bacon a lot of times. Good to have. Little Netcaster Spider. Some more spider action, basically. Try to block some flying creatures. Some anti-flying strategy in here. Then we got Aura and Reef Recluse. And so this is pretty good. If you kicker it for an additional 3, it can destroy target creature flying. So Sporecat Spider is just a big butt spider. It's creepy. I like its little flavor text there. They don't move much. But then again, if you get caught in the web, it has all the time in the world to get to you. So it's pretty good. We got Journey to Eternity. Some sweet, spicy deck tech. Throw it on one of our creatures. Have one of our creatures die. It brings the creature back and flips the thing over. No, it doesn't bring the creature back. Never mind. That's a different thing. Actually, no, it does. Well, I still haven't decided. I haven't figured out if it brings a token back or not. So that's unknown yet. We'll test that out. We got some Nyx Weaver action. So this helps us kind of start filling our graveyard, trying to get Delirium up. But we can turn it off by exiling the Nyx Weaver, which is good. Then we got Obelisk Spider to try to put some -1/-1 counters and some incidental life loss. Putrefy for some single target removal and some artifact removal. Threw Chromatic Lantern in here. So this was another one of the cards I put in here to try to help me so I don't get locked out for my lands. A little artifact land ramp, so a little Chromatic Lantern in there. So good to go. Life Crashes Bestiary. Nothing wrong with drawing some cards if you can. So good there. Honorary Spider in the Changeling Grade Shifter. Basically, it's what is that? I'm trying to remember it's the Gravekeeper, Gravedigger. It's Gravedigger. Basically, it's just Gravedigger as a shapeshifter. I think it costs the same. Maybe it costs more. I'm not sure. But we got a Blight Widow action, a little Reach Infect. It's creepy. It's just downright creepy. This is the most explosive of vegetations. It's more mana ramp. Giant Spider. You can't have a spider deck without Giant Spider. That just wouldn't make any sense. We got Grave Robber Spider. If we get a lot of creatures in our graveyard, which it's possible, we can get a big graveyard spider. Then we got Arasta of the Endless Web. So I didn't want to make Arasta the commander because it would have been mono green, which could work in some instances. But I still like the idea of throwing a little bit of black in here. So got Arasta, which, hey, if I can get some more spiders every time my opponents play spells, I'm good for it. Harmonize to help us ramp out a little bit faster. So Kessig Recluse because it's a Reach and Death Touch, and that's just a creepy spider. When this spider dies, it makes another spider. Second Harvest helps us duplicate some of our tokens, all of our tokens. And then we go on to Grafwidow pack from Modern Masters. So exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach. Then each opponent loses 1 life for each spider you control, so that's good to go there. Then we got Death Sprout from one of the Ravnica sets. Destroy target creature, go get a land. What's not to love about that? Door of Destiny for some tribal support. And we go on to, oh, hold on, there we go. Somberwald Spider for some just outright, a little morbid creepiness. Hey, I'm down for it. Let's get the guy going. We got some spiders spawning, so hey, if our opponent board wipes, we just spider spawn, get a bunch of spiders. I think we're good. We got a little Sting Flinger Spider, good for destroying creatures with flying. But now we're into the 5-mana cost. Things get kind of a little silly up here. I might, if there were more cheaper spiders, I would definitely have them in the lower CMC area. But they probably are, but they're not as cool. Then we got Watching the Web, which can block 7 creatures, or an additional 7 creatures with combat. So I think it could block up to 8. That's what I think how that works. Because it's blocks 1 and then 7 additional. Acid Web Spider destroys equipment. If you're running against some equipment, there's plenty of equipment in Commander these days. Then we got Sentinel Spider, Vigilance and Reach, good to go. Silklash Spider for the OG anti-flying hurricane. It's pretty good. The only thing that flies over the Corrosive Forest is the wind. They got Webweaver Changeling, once again, honorary spider. And if we have some creatures in the graveyard, we can gain 5 life, so nothing wrong with that. Then we got Vraska the Unseen, so I'm hoping we get to -7 Vraska at some point. That'd be great. All right, Conjurer's Closet. Now, once we're on Delirium, we use Conjurer's Closet to flash our commander in and out of the command zone, and that's some spicy deck right there. To get some more spooters. All right, so Vanquisher's Banner for some more travel support. Archetype of Finality to give our already scary spiders more death touch. And then we got the Spinner, which helps us go get that enchantment that basically whenever we tap an untapped spider we control, search my library or graveyard for it, and then put it on the battlefield, attach to a creature. So it's good to go. Helps us get that web. We got Skysteer Spider. It's basically just a big 6/6 Vigilance Reach. That's good value right there. Vigilance Reach, 6/6 for 6. It's not bad. And then Deathbridge Chant helps us throw a bunch of stuff in our graveyard, hopefully get Delirium. Helps us every upkeep bring something back. So that's good. And then we got Casualties of War, which is just overall good. If you just read the card, read the tin, it does what it says. Kindred Dominance has not saved my bacon, but it's delayed my bacon from many a game. Archweaver, Reach and Trample, no problem there. Hatchery Spider helps us go and get some more permanents on the battlefield, so that's good. Jungle Weaver, he's just a big boy. I might remove him, maybe. I'm not sure, but I'm not gonna make another deck if I remove Jungle Weaver. But he looks so fuzzy. He also looks really timid. He's either A, gonna try to eat you because he's not in an aggressive stance, or B, he's just trying to poke out his head behind the web, being like, "Hey, what are you doing?" We got Kindred Summons because we want to try to get as many spiders out of the battlefield as possible. And for our last spider, we have Goliath Spider. I had to go with him because he's just looks like he's eating a dragon. That's what it looks like to me. So, but anyways, that is the deck. Well, it says a bloat drake. I don't know what a bloat drake is, but to me it looks like a dragon. So, but yeah. Anyways, that has been the deck tech. I hope you enjoyed. Try to keep it short. Try to keep it sweet. If you got any ideas to add and take away from the deck tech to help get this spider tribal on point, let me know in the comment below. And yeah, there should be a game up around the same time this video is posting, and hopefully it's a multiplayer game. I tried playing a multiplayer game a little bit ago, and two out of the 3 opponents just conceded, so it was a 1v1, and I didn't win that one. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. See you later.